What is up, guys? It's Johnny here, and this is Learn How to Edit episode 4. And I'm going to show you some nice color corrections today, and my favorite color correction. Color corrections that you use, some go well with different maps and some don't. So I'll show you my favorite color correction, and basically all I use is just color curves. I used to add all shitloads of stuff like just like sharpen and that, but that doesn't really help, to be honest. If people say it does, it doesn't. Um, like before, I used to use this increased contrast. This only works on some uh, on some maps. Like if it's a dark map, it'll go really dark, but this is quite light, so it it looks quite nice on some maps. So that's all one. That's some one you can always use. So increased contrast that is. But like all the ones I have are saved, as in all these ones here that are saved. So like I've got a purple one. This gives a nice purple effect. I did use a lot of blue, but that doesn't really look nice sometimes. It just looks like really like stupid to be honest. But this blue one here, it doesn't look like really look. Wait a minute, let me just. Oh, yeah, I've got all these other ones. I don't know. Let me just delete them. So see this one here. This is the blue one. It gives this sort of like dated sort of effect. You could takes the color like it's like a dark color, but it's got a bit of green and that in there. But I don't know why I call that blue because it's not really blue. But all the color corrections I have are from you might have heard of Abusive Meerkat. He's quite famous in the YouTube community, and a guy called well, his YouTube name is Can of Jam. He's a good friend of mine, and they created this editing pack, and it had all these color corrections in. So that's basically where I got all my color corrections from, and I'll put the color corrections from their editing pack so you can download them all, and it tells you there how to save them. So So I'll show you another color correction. What have I call this? Beast. That's that is a nice color to use only if um, it's quite dark at the bottom and it's got like a light sky. So the sky changes color, but then the bottom just looks a bit normal. You could say. Um, which other ones I've got? Cinematic color correction. That's basically the same as purple. Which other ones have I got? My favourite would have to be probably this blue colour correction because this is the one I used in my X Fade X, I think, the editing contest. It's the colour correction I used in there, and it does sort of go with every map because it's not too dark, but it's quite nice, I think. But like if you want to get HD settings, because if you put a color correction in and you haven't got good settings with Vegas, it just doesn't look right. So basically, I'll show you my, my properties, my project properties, which is I think everyone. I don't know if everyone has the same, but some people go for different like because a lot of people don't really have their frames in. I mean, the majority of people do, but I've seen people who still have their frames in 29.970 frames per second, which they still record at 1080i. But if you play on Xbox, well, you can't, I was going to say PS3, but that's PS3 down at the minute. But with PS3 and Xbox, you just change your display settings in the settings section and change them to 720p. And then if you record with the HD PVR, um, it records at 60 frames per second. I don't know about the Dazzle, so I only know about the PVR. So that's that. But um, it's good to have clips in 59.94 frames per second, and you can just copy these settings down. Just pause the video and copy these down. You got to make sure like the frame rate's on 59.94, and that's about it. And you want to start all these projects with these settings. Press OK. The main thing is to do is properties and disable resample and reduce interlace flicker. I here if you I don't know the real reason for reducing interlace flicker, but I've heard that it does make quality better, so I always do that and just press OK. And for rendering, I'll show you my rendering settings as well. I have mine on MP4, main concept AVC to AAC MP4, and I've got a template for mine. But what you want to do is click custom and make sure to include video stick, because you won't be able to do all sorts with it. So your frame size must be custom frame size 1280 by 720, and your profile main and frame rate is 59.94, and then fill order non-progressive scan, pixel aspect ratio is 1, number of reference frames 2, and tick use deblocking filter. I don't know if I'm talking a bit fast for you to get it, but you can pause the screen and just copy them down. And you want a variable bitrate because that's what you use on the PVR, and you want that at 14 million. And the audio is 48 Hz and 128,000 Hz, and the project is best. And that's it, guys. And that's how I render, and that is my color correction. So I'll render this out and I'll show you the color at the end. And that's about it, guys. Please leave your request for next week's episode. I was doing them 2 days a week, but because I have to upload a couple of more of some couple of videos that I've edited, and some videos some people want me to upload, I just didn't have time to do the two in the week, so I'll be doing it once a week now. So sorry about that. And I did have a schedule which has gone out the window now, because I think I took on too much than I can handle basically, and it wasn't fitting in with the schedule. So, but I'm still making good videos, good videos to so you guys can enjoy it. I am now sponsoring people, so if you would like me to sponsor you, you have to have some good videos and use my intro in the videos you want me to upload, and I will box you. I was boxing people just for like I wanted to, but now I sponsor people. So yeah. So thanks a lot, guys. Leave your request for next week, and thanks a lot, and thanks for watching.
UAV recon standing by.